Hello everyone and welcome to another Daily Dose of Drupal. Today we are on episode number 222. As always, I am Shane Thomas. You can follow me on Twitter at smthomas3. Today we're going to be going over the Drupal Shield module. And the Drupal Shield module is a useful module if you've ever needed to protect a site from just a casual viewer or casual browser accessing the site. So it's really good for development environments, staging environments, where you might want to send the site to a client. You want them to be able to see it, but you don't necessarily want, the public or the general population to be able to get to the site, or Google. You don't want Google to be able to index the site either. So using something like the Shield module is very useful for being able to do that. So here we're on the Drupal.org page for the Shield module. The version we're going to be using today is 8.x-1.2. And it's a very simple module, so this isn't going to take very long at all. So we're going to head over to our Drupal site here, and I'll show you that I have the module installed. It's called PHP Authentication Shield on the module page. It has one permission. The only permission it has is to administer the Shield module, which is essentially just access that administration page we're going to look at in just a second. And now if we go back and we actually want to look at the configuration page, it's pretty simple. So the first one is a box to allow command line access. I would typically just leave that checked because you want Drush to be able to work without any kind of authentication. You can then enter in a username and password. So I'm just going to do test and test just to make it simple. This would be the username and password you'd set that you'd then send to a client or to another user who you want to be able to see the site while blocking out, the average person. Just keep in mind, this isn't, the most secure way to block a site. It's really just more of a deterrent for the average user to keep them from being able to see what's behind behind your authentication. We can have an authentication message here. We'll just put something here just for fun, and we'll save it. Now you can see immediately I get this pop-up because I need to authenticate. Once I do, though, I am able to access the site without any issues. I don't have to enter it on every page. It's just a one-time enter the username and password, and then you can see everything that's behind kind of that one authentication. So let's pop open a window here. Make sure I grab the URL. And we'll go ahead and just drop it in here. And you can see I get the message. If I enter the wrong message in, it doesn't work. Or the wrong username and password, it doesn't work. If I enter the correct one, it does work. The one thing I didn't notice, I did not see here where this message was actually set up. So I'm not seeing this. Let's try it one more time just to confirm. So that potentially doesn't seem to work because it seems to be using the site name instead. So just keep that in mind, that message might not actually show up correctly. But if you don't enter in the username and password, it just doesn't work. It doesn't let you get into the site. So it's a really useful way for blocking a user from accessing your site. You might use something like config split or something so you only show this on your development and staging site, but not necessarily your production site. So it's a cool module, really simple. There's not much to it. That's really all there is. So until next time, thanks for checking out the Daily Dose of Drupal. Make sure to check this out on codekarate.com, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.